Hey everybody, I'm SARA Wiseman. Today we're talking about what is distracting you. What is distracting you? When we speak of raising vibration, we speak of your willingness to shed misbeliefs, distraction, and group thought so that you experience the higher energies of your divine essence. Your culture, all of your cultures, make it very simple for you to stay distracted. This is the purpose of any culture, to bind you to the group, to create sheep out of souls. You are not a sheep, raise yourself up. You know, the guides don't often get quite so hardcore. You are not a sheep. Okay. The purpose of being, so we are at our essence, we are collective soul. So that means our soul and all the other souls on the planet and in the universe, not just human, but animal, plant, all of that. We are a collective, we're oneness, that's what, in my belief, that's what God or source is. It's this collective of all the souls together as one. So when we come into human life, human life is not the same as, it doesn't have the same belief structures as soul life. And human life tends to believe in, for until we get more enlightened or further along, it tends to believe in separation. Collective soul believes in oneness. Human life believes in separation. So in separation, we get our continents, and then we get our nationalities, and then we get our cityships, and then we get our clubs and our organizations and our cults and our religions and all these ways, our families, all these ways that we separate into, this is what I am and this is what I believe. And this is where we start to get all of this polarity and all of this duality of the self versus the other, instead of the bigger idea, the more true idea of everything as oneness. So when we speak of raising vibration, we speak of your willingness to shed misbeliefs, distractions, and group thought. And this directly relates to this idea of, used to be a couple years ago, like, I just want to raise my vibration. And there would be all these techniques, you can breathe, or you can use crystals, or you can eat a plant diet, or on and on and on. I just want to, or maybe the worst of all, you can only think positive thoughts. And if you only think positive thoughts, you're only going to attract, you're going to be in the positive thought club, and you're only going to, experience positive things. And that's not true. You could think positive thoughts all day long, and life would still be life. Life is a series of ups and downs. This is part of our experience here. Positive thoughts do not protect you from the normal occurrence of the up and down that a soul and human body is here to experience. We're here to experience all of it. So this idea of raising vibration is really about connecting to oneness. It's really about shedding all the misbelief, distraction, and group thought, which say, I'm separate from, I'm different from, I'm better than. And instead, we're saying we're all together and we're all here as one, and we're all here in nowness. The idea of shedding misbeliefs is really important. Misbeliefs are some of the biggest distractions that we've got. Some of the common cultural misbeliefs are, I'm not enough, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I don't look right, I don't fit in, I need to have more money, I need to have more success, I'm failing. This kind of these separation, low esteem group belief systems, or maybe the reverse of that. I'm successful, I'm so hot, I'm better than others, I have more education. This other idea of the egoic response to misbelief, which is I'm better than, which is also saying I'm separate from. the idea of actual distraction is, I don't know, you know, a long time ago, we all used to be able to read books and sit quietly for, you know, like an hour reading a book. And now most of us, not all of you virtuous ones out there, but most of us have trouble paying attention to a video or a podcast for more than a couple minutes. We scroll through our phones. Our attention spans have changed. And so instead of this, what we used to have is like one focus, we've got like a bazillion scatterings all the time, and we're just not quite sure where to look. Now, I know that this is changing us for a reason, which I don't know what that is yet, but looking at what distractions have value, what distractions you can choose to be part of, and what distractions are just part of modern life, but especially looking at what distractions do you have a choice to be involved with or not, because there is some level of choice. If you're doing a lot of gaming, or if you're doing a lot of online shopping, or if you're like super involved in the scroll of politics, or super involved in the scroll of celebrity worship, you might just think, those are not really going to take you anywhere. They're just going to create an unsettled state that makes you feel anxious, makes you feel separate from. So when you look at your misbeliefs, when you look at your distractions, when you look at group thought, the easiest way is, do I feel part of oneness, or do I feel separate? And as you sense that, oneness is flow, separation is blocked. Oneness is going to take you farther, separation is making you stuck. Oneness feels really good, the whole heart opens, separation feels bad. And just consider this this way of sorting through the modern experience and seeing what comes up for you. Thanks for listening.